In this video, we shall take a look into the biggest sea monsters in fiction. We shall include all the monsters from movies, games, and other fictional works. Just to give you a hint, monsters like the Octalus, the Meg, and the Mosasaurus, which are around 80 feet long or 24 meters, are too small to be in the list, as well as the Pirates of the Caribbean Kraken, which is 130 to 160 feet long or between 40 to 50 meters, as well as the Demeking and even Lizzie from Rampage, which hit the 60 meters or almost 200 feet mark, are still not in this ranking. So take notes fam, as these titanic creatures are, well, bigger than the Titanic itself. So let's get it on. At number 15 we have the Kraken, standing towering over an ancient Greek city on the cliffs near the sea. This monster from the remake of the Clash of the Titans movie was nearly 120 meters tall or 400 feet in height. It was a gigantic creature that allied itself with the Greek gods to battle against the Titans, and with its help they were able to subdue their enemies. In the movie, it was summoned from the depths of the ocean to punish the humans that were desecrating and defying the gods. It was however defeated by Perseus using the head of Medusa to turn it into stone. At number 14 we have the Bewilderbeast. Although this next title class dragon was shorter than the Kraken, its length exceeds the previous ranking. It was stated to be 520 feet long or 158.5 meters. They are massive alpha class dragons that appeared in How to Train Your Dragon 2 and 3. They are incredibly massive. They are spiky dragons with a pair of gigantic tusk-like horns protruding from the sides of their heads, and also multiple wings that they use for swimming. But its most notable and feared ability is its extremely cool icy breath. Number 13 we have the Sea Emperor Leviathan. Next we have this entry from the game Subnautica, and these monsters called the Sea Emperor Leviathans can live up to 2,600 years. This Leviathan is colossal, having a stocky entirely armored body and is predominantly pale brown in color with shades of green. Its tentacles are adorned with bright cyan bioluminescent bulbs, and this monster swims using its numerous tentacles from the back that are squid-like. Its length is between 160 to 200 meters long or between 520 to 660 feet. Number 12 we have the SANDO AQUA monster. On this spot we have this gigantic monster from episode 1 of Star Wars The Phantom Menace. They were enormous, muscular predators that could be found in the oceans and lakes of Naboo. Although they could grow up to 200 meters, they were rarely seen. Measuring between 160 to 200 meters in length normally, or the same as the previous ranking, the SANDO AQUA monsters owed their name to their gigantic size, and they are the apex predators of their world. Number 11, Godzilla and Destroyer. On the 11th spot we have decided to place two of the most iconic kaiju created by Toho. Destroyer from the 1995 movie Godzilla vs. Destroyer and Legendary's Monsterverse 2019 Godzilla. Both these kaiju are similar in height. Standing on the ground they are both 120 meters or 400 feet tall, but their overall length, including their very long tails, they are estimated to be between 230 to 240 meters long or around 800 feet. Titanic's Gojira is an ancient aquatic superspecies, but Destroyer originated from a microscopic sea animal. Number 10, the Pacific Rim Kaiju and Slattern. Now we come to the top 10, and on this ranking we have clubbed together the Pacific Rim Kaiju, and although there are many which are smaller than Godzilla and Destroyer, there are a couple which have exceeded their size. And since the Mega Kaiju has never taken to the sea, Slattern will be considered on this list as a representative of the group. This category 5 Kaiju dwarfs even the biggest Jaegers on the movie, and it was 274 meters or almost 900 feet long. Number 9, CTHULHU. Making its way from Lovecraft's works, this great old one was originally from space, but for millions of years, he has resided in the depths of the Pacific Ocean in an ancient city called R'lyeh. CTHULHU's appearance is that of a colossal humanoid entity possessing both dragonic, anthropoidic, and cephalopoidic qualities. The most notable feature is its head, which was humanoid but also has an octopus-like feature with many tentacles. It could grow to whatever size it wants to, and the biggest was around 300 meters or 1000 feet tall. Number 8, CHARYBDIS. Another Greek monster on this list. This CHARYBDIS is taken from Percy Jackson and the Olympians Part 2 movie. She is one of the sea monsters guarding the Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Sea of Monsters. And it is due to her that there have been hundreds of ship disappearances in the region, and all the boats that have gone into the sea ends up being swallowed by her. She was seen to be hundreds of meters in size, and that was just the mouth seen in the movie. Number 7. The Leviathan from Mass Effect. This is the second Leviathan on the list, and there will be another one as well. The Leviathans are ancient aquatic race that dominated the galaxy in the time before the Reapers in the game Mass Effect. They regard themselves as the galaxy's first and only apex race, and they think of other races as mere tools meant to serve them. The Leviathans are massive in size, around 1 to 2 kilometers or 0.6 to 1.2 miles, and possess a resemblance to cuttlefish and squid but heavily armored. Number 6. The KARATHEN. Coming from the DC Extended Universe movie Aquaman, the KARATHEN is an original concept and was long thought to be merely a creature of legend. In the movie, many Atlanteans believed that the KARATHEN served as a guardian beast of the ocean, but in the later scenes of the movie, Aquaman discovered it guarding the trident of Atlan in the hidden sea. KARATHEN resembles a combination of a squid, a shrimp, and a dragon, and the VFX artist stated that it was about 2 miles or 3.2 kilometers long. Number 5. JORMUNGANDR. The world serpent of Norse mythology has its appearance in the game God of War 4. Also called Jormungandr, this gigantic serpent was extremely colossal in size, and it aided Kratos and Atreus in the fight against the Norse gods. It was essentially a big white sentient snake that was destined to fight Thor in the prophecy of Ragnarok. Reddit users and God of War fans have tried, and the most acceptable figure is that Jormungandr is around 3 miles or 5 kilometers long. Number 4. The Cloverfield Monster. This spot goes to the monster from Cloverfield and Cloverfield Paradox movies, and the Clover Monster was an ancient amphibious organism awakened by the drilling of a Japanese station, an oil platform which had the purpose of extracting a substance for a drink called SLUSHO. The creature was only 1,200 feet long in the first movie, but in the second it was seen towering above the clouds over an ocean, which means it was anywhere between 5 to 8 kilometers tall. Number 3. SCP-3700-1 and 2. On the third spot, we have 2 giant SCP monsters from the North Sea between the islands of Great Britain and Iceland. One of these, called SCP-3700-1, resembles a lobster, but it is 6 kilometers long and has 6 arm-like limbs which include 4 claws and 2 clubs and is heavily armored. SCP-3700-2 looks like a pelican eel and has several tentacles on its body. It is 32 kilometers long, and this creature has a head that is 3 kilometers wide, and both of them battle each other twice a year in the North Sea. Number 2. SCP-3000 Anantacessia. So another one on this list is a gigantic SCP entity called Anantacessia, or officially classified as SCP-3000. It is a massive aquatic serpentine entity strongly resembling a gigantic moray eel. The full length of SCP-3000 is impossible to determine, but it is hypothesized to be between 600 and 900 kilometers long. The head of SCP-3000 alone measures only 2.5 meters in diameter, and the sections of the body proper are as large as 10 meters in diameter. Number 1. SCP-169, the Leviathan. And the biggest of them all is yet another SCP entity called the Leviathan, or SCP-169. It is magnitudes larger than even the second one in the second spot. It is surmised to be a marine arthropod of enormous size, known as the Leviathan by generations of sailors and oral history. It is suggested that SCP-169 is located in the southern Atlantic Ocean, possibly stretching around the tip of South America. Its total length is anywhere between 2,000 and 8,000 kilometers. And so with that, we come to the end of this list of the biggest sea creatures from fiction. If you have more of these, do put them down in the comment section below, and we will see if we can make another 15 biggest fictional sea monsters part 2 video. Anyway, do hit that like and subscribe button for more videos in the future, and also smash the notification bell for regular updates.